the neighborhood doing Uber Eats. Now I started really late today because I don't know, I was just tired, and two, I didn't really feel like going out anywhere, and I had a lot of, I stayed up late last night, very late last night, doing my website. And then when I signed up for Bluehost, a hosting company, and then when I download the WordPress onto the host, it didn't let you transfer over my website that I had completed on the WordPress.com. Hey, one person online. Oops, 17 minutes away. Where the hell I'm going for 17 minutes for delivery? Let me see. This is stupid. Hold on a second. I'm curious. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Who else is on here? Paula, you on here? Who's the second one? But anyways, I'm back. So I started kind of late with Uber Eats, and I don't know. I guess by the time I stayed up all night with Bluehost, which is the website company that's hosting my website. So I had already completed the website when I had done it on WordPress, which is free. So 1099 taxes.wordpress.com is the website that I was working on. But when I had signed up for a hosting company, I had signed up, so the website's gonna be 1099 taxes TPS consulting, taxes and consulting services. So I was on there early this morning or late at night, depending on how you want to look at it. So I was up until about 4:30 in the morning on the phone with them, trying to ask them how can I move my website that was on the WordPress platform onto my new onto the Bluehost platform. So after speaking to a bunch of rude representatives, well, this really is now a couple, it was one, some guy named Anthony, and I was on the chat room at first so I could ask people questions, and they were kind of cold, there's real, not even friendly in the chat. Hey, Alicia. So after being on the phone with them then I got this one girl, Andrea, and they are Tempe, Arizona. So I was on the phone with them for about almost an hour and 45 minutes trying to figure out how you move a website from a free WordPress onto my other one without having me doing it all over again. But it looks like I probably have to do that anyway. And so anyways, so I signed up for a 3-year hosting program, but the domain name is only good for a year. So alright, so I started out so I started out late this afternoon, and my first order was at a wing place down the street next to a gas station, and I had two double batches, meaning I had 2 people order from the same restaurant. So I went there, dropped that off, delivered it, and then the second order, the address was wrong. So I'm knocking on the door and I said, is there so-and-so live here? So I called the customer. She lived next door, and she said she didn't understand why they didn't update in terms of her correct address. But everything worked out well. She was real nice. And then she asked me if she could tip me through the app. No, she asked me if I could, did I want to tip with the cash, or can she tip through the app? So today is National Rolling Out Day nationwide for Uber Eats with tips, and Uber is going to match every every tip that one gets today for today. So if someone gave me $5 tip, Uber's gonna match that and give me $5. So when I told her, she was like, "Oh, that's cool." And so she said, "I'll tip you on the app, so that way I'll get the tip from Uber as well." You know. Any other time, I would have just probably, you know, took the cash tip. You know. But the fact that she was like, "Ooh, about the tip," so I'll wait and see, because she understood that. She said, I asked her, make sure you download the latest version of the app, which she did, and then she'll leave a tip. So I know if I get a tip today, it's gonna come from her. So I'm on my way to my third pickup, which is on 78 at a pizza place. So I think it's going to be pretty busy this evening. So as long as I, you know, if I sit at home and I get my first order, I already see it's going to be down the street, and I'm not going to go outside of this area at all. So my goal today is to get to 10 deliveries. My goal is to do 10 to 15 deliveries. I'm going to try to do 10. So I don't know. I'm going to see how many deliveries I can do. So this is I'm on my third delivery right now. And so far, it's just working out. You know, it's working out. I'm not having to drive as many miles or nothing to that nature. And one of the things, hey, 3 people, who's on here? Say something, y'all. I see Savvy Dad is on here. Yeah, I'm still doing it. I figured that, you know, I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of apps, that's for sure. So, you know, I guess in a way you could say I am retired from the gig. You know what? I can't say I'm retired from the gig economy, because my website and my business is considered a gig. And I'm working with the gig economy, particularly those who are 1099. That's why my website is named 1099. But and then Savvy Dad, to your question about enrolled agent, I'm not going to focus on people who need an enrolled agent. If you need an enrolled agent to represent you, then you're beyond just being audited and questioned. So my goal is not to I'm not a simple tax preparer. I mean, I'm gonna do tax returns, but my thing is, as part of my consultation goes beyond just helping someone fill out their 1040, 1040A, 1040EZ. My consultation focus on how one could maximize and lowering any taxes, and making sure that any deductions that they are entitled to receive, that they are able to do so. And also tax planning. So it's more than just you know, being an enrolled agent. And number one, to clarify to you, I had one, but it's too early. I mean, like I said, my approach is going to be different. Just sign when I launch the website and it's posted on my website. Just go on there, read the I'll be doing more blogs, writing more in my blogs of different topics, and then I'm going to also do webinars. So just look out for it. Why are you asking me? You could be my first client, since you seem to be very in tuned to my service. So, and like I said, that's what my objective is. Most of the clients, if I meet with them face to face, most will be in Atlanta. You know, if I have to meet people in other states or whatever, most likely not. What's ha 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 mean? Well, good for you. That's great. I've done it for years as well. So you don't have this one person. Good, that's great. I wish everybody else would be familiar. Everybody's not as fortunate to be familiar with the tax code. That's why I'm there to assist those who are not familiar with the tax code. You know? So that's good for you. You're about to take your exam. But the whole... yeah, it's interesting. It is. And what comes with that comes different rules, that comes with different services that most people are not aware of. The gig economy is creating a less tax base and collection of taxes. The IRS is not able to collect the taxes as one work as a W-2, then people are going to have to pay taxes with estimated tax payments. So with what, 60% of people doing these gig economy jobs, and more people are not working for employees. They're working. They're not getting W-2s. What you think is going to happen? The tax base gets lowered. The government's not able to collect on the amount of taxes that they're able to collect at that point. Oops, I need to go to the gas station. So it's good for you. You're taking your exams, being an enrolled agent. Guess I know one thing. Just don't cheat people. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not doing it just for a cash cow, you know, for 3-4 months and charge people a whole lot of money, do taxes, and that's it. And then you can't be found. So that's not my thing. And like I said, anyone could look it up and know what the tax code says. But I know, but like I said, the advantage that I have is that I have the inside knowledge and scoop that goes beyond what it says in the Internal Revenue Manual and what a tax code. That's a whole big difference. That is a whole big difference. So, good for you. Anyways, back to what I was saying before I was taking off my topic. So today is the National Launch Day of tips all over the country. So everybody has the app where everyone could tip as long as you opt into the tip option. I don't understand why you would not opt into a tip. That doesn't make any sense to me. No, I don't want to opt in the tip. But I understood the reason why they asked that question. The frequently asked questions section states that a lot of people pay their rental fees and their that fuel card and what else? They pay those fees that they have to pay through the app. So for those who have to pay their fuel credit card or gas card, and the ones who has to pay for their lease, Uber lease, they have to authorize and opt in that they're going to agree that any tips you collect, the Uber is going to take those tips, and any payments that you make or anything that you make, they're going to take it to cover the lease. So if you have a lease that you got to pay every single Monday, and you have to pay $189 or $200 or whatever it is every week, then they're saying that they're going to take all your earnings and your tips to apply to the balance you owe on your car every week. So that's why they had that do you want to opt into the tip? So I guess that if you didn't want Uber to take the tips to apply to that lease or fuel card or whatever else that they conjuring up to let people come out of their pay for or third-party services that's offered, then you have to agree or disagree about it. So that's the reason why they did that. And so whatever tips you get today, Uber's going to match it. So I'm curious to see how that's going to roll out, because I still think I'm going to make more money in cash tips more so than people going to tip to that app. But for those who want to tip and they always never have no cash, they're going to tip on the app. But I think that with that tipping on that app, I think people's going to be more inclined to give less versus if they had give you cash. If somebody had cash, I think it's easier for them to give you $5 than them to turn around and give you $5 on the app. I think people are gonna like look at that, what they already paid, and say it's $25, and they ordering like a big item for pizza and stuff. People gonna say, okay, what is the percentage of tips? You know, they're gonna predetermine based on a percentage, I guess. And if, say, it comes up to, you give 20% of $25, I don't think Uber will change if they didn't tip before. They're not going, what do you say? They're not going to tip through the app. Yeah, that's true, because ain't no different than those people when they were doing Instacart. Those people ordering $300, $400 worth of groceries. I mean, not to be exaggerating. People order from $60, $70, $100, $200 worth of groceries, and then when it came to tipping Instacart, well, that's a whole new different ball game. Instacart put service fee, delivery fee, and then you had to conjure up to the person to tell them the service fee don't go to the driver. And you know, that gets kind of annoying after a while. When every time somebody gets something delivered, they're telling a customer that, and then, you know, then they call Instacart and tell them that my shopper told me the service fee was not going to the driver, and you know, and next thing you know, Instacart threatens people about that. That's why I don't do it no more, because they're a crooked ass company